All right, guys, that last video worked out, and so we got this last one for tonight, and it's the law of sines. The law of sines is on the top of page 30 here. So we're at page 30, assignment 8. So this is our law of sines. Sine, it's a ratio of 3 different. So these are all equal signs, and it works for when you have an angle side angle, or an angle angle side, or a side side angle. And the other thing is these are not right triangles. So when we were using all the other stuff, we had right triangles. This is stuff that's not right triangles. So this is how we're going to solve non-right triangle angles and sides and different pieces like that. So if we draw the triangle like this, an angle side angle, we'd be given B, A, C, or something like that. So you've got to have the different. Did I do an angle side angle? Did I write that right? Yeah, I was thinking something else, but that works. So you've got to have your different pieces to it, because if you don't have an angle side angle or an angle angle side, you can't do anything. So you've got to have two angles in a side, or two sides in an angle, and it just depends on the ratio. So that's one of the reasons. And when do you use the law of sines? When they're not right triangles. That's the key piece. So when they don't have the nice, beautiful hypotenuse with the right triangle. So law of sines, when they're not right triangles, you need 2 angles in a side, depending on the order, or you need 2 sides and an angle. And we're going to do a couple of examples. So on page 30, this is what the law of sines is, and this is when we use those. When they're not right triangles, and we have like angle side angle, angle side, and those types of things. So if we go to page 31, we just kind of jump right into examples. So I'm going to take this thing, I'll erase this, I'll leave this up there, and so we're on to page 31. I'm doing an example for you guys. We're on to page 31, and the example is this. We have solve triangle ABC if, so we've got solve triangle ABC if what? If B equals 3 and C, capital C, equals 80 degrees, and B equals 45 degrees. So when it says solve ABC, that means find all angles and sides. So what are we given? We're given B is 3, so this equals 3. We are given, that's a mosquito. We're given 80 degrees for angle C. So B is 3, angle C, and we're given 45 degrees here. So I can find angle A immediately because all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So angle A is equal to 180 minus 45 minus 80 degrees. And I believe that is 55 degrees. So that's 125, 55 degrees. So angle A, it's the other way around, sorry. Angle A is equal to 55 degrees. So this one's 55 degrees. Now I just got to find my sides. So I take my ratio. I'm given angle B and side B. So here's my ratio. The sine of 45 degrees from right here over 3. And I'm given what? I'm given C, so I'm going to go this way with C. I don't need to use all 3. So I'm going to do the sine of angle C, which is 80 degrees, and I'm going to find little c. So when I do some math here, I've got to multiply and do some different pieces to it. So easiest way to deal with fraction set equal, or the ratio, is multiply from bottom right to top left, which is C times the sine of 45 degrees equals 3 times the sine of 80 degrees. So then C is going to equal 3 times the sine of 80 degrees divided by the sine of 45 degrees. So if I put that in my calculator, 3 times the sine of 80 degrees divided by the sine of 45 degrees, I get a side, what am I looking at here? Did I do the right thing? Is B3 or is A3? I don't know. C was 3. It's all right. We'll do the math. I don't know what the math is on that one. So, I don't have a calculator real quick, so let me do that one real quick for you guys. Three times the sine of 80 degrees